Two of the packages that I sent to my customers who bought from me did not arrive to them on time, and for whatever reason, the USPS, the weather and whatnot, something must have prevented it from going to my customers. And as you can see over here, that's the two packages that were supposed to be sent out, but I've already delivered to them. I reached out to them and I told them I will send it back to you as soon as I can. And at the same time, I have created a thumbnail designing platform in YouTube Jobs. If you don't know, basically there's YouTube and then there's YouTube Jobs, where you can go get a job on YouTube online, a remote job. And basically you could get hired and get paid for making thumbnails, but it's pretty hard. I've kind of reached out to a little bit of people, probably like 5-10 people at most. That's all. But like always, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me to the channel if you're new, and without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I am going to repackage the clothing. I am going to get the labels again, get the packaging right, obviously over here. I got a bunch more packages I could use, but the labeling is for free. I'm pretty sure I can go get the label again. No big deal. But, so if you're probably wondering why the packages didn't arrive on time, it was because, from what I've heard, is that there was a severe weather alert that was going on, so probably because of that, it did not arrive on time. So, as me being a good businessman for my customers, I am going to reach out to them and I'm going to tell them that your packages will arrive soon and that I am sorry for what happened, for whatever caused it to come back to me and not to you, right? Because you are the customer, you're supposed to get it, not me. I am the supplier, you are the customer. I give what you buy, all right? Alright, so I just repackaged the clothing, as you can see. Brand new, fresh, right off the bat. Just like that. Once again, if you want to be good at your business and if you want to make money, the first thing you got to start off with is being good to your customers and to anyone who wants to buy from you. Alright, I just sealed it clean, as you can see. Oh yeah, fresh packaging. You see, this is priority mail. This is priority fresh packaging. Honestly, you know how people take that money and they just flex it like this? Look at me. I have packages and I'm flexing it. Sheesh! Look at that. I'm flexing it. I'm flexing the packaging that I have. You see that? Oh, look at that. I'm flexing, I'm showing off the packaging that I have. Yeah, what am I doing with my life, bro? Anyways, we're gonna go to the USPS, right? We're gonna deliver this, right? And then after when we're done delivering, what's next is that we are going to, well, I'm going to show you the platform for my thumbnail design that I have made online on YouTube Jobs. And you could go yourself, click on the link and see for yourself the effort and I put in. And by the way, for the thumbnail designing I do, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I'm no one to lie about what I do. Yes, it's AI thumbnail designing. I need money. That's what my whole channel is about. I need money. That's what I need. And by the way, I have overdraft fees, so I have no choice other than to do whatever I can to make money. Before we go ahead and deliver the packages, let's just do a little bit of posing, you know? People on the gram be flexing their $100 bands, you know what I'm saying? Look at the temperature, bro. It's 103. Oh my god. Hot! It's hot! Show me your friends, I'll tell you your future. Your drive ain't like you're a loser. As a young G, I'm riding on a scooter. I'm the source on the man, I'm the router. Now we got form, I couldn't drop sooner. So show me your friends, I'll tell you your future. Alright, so I'm at the USPS location. I am currently going to deliver the packages, as you can see. And deliver the packages, get this over with, and move on. Because honestly, I'm just sick and tired of having to go back and forth. Let's get this over with. And when I go home, I'm going to show you my YouTube thumbnail channel that I've been talking about. Alright, so I just finished getting all clean. As you can see, I'm pretty fresh. Have a nice, fresh sun beach towel, as you can see. And so I'm just gonna rest, eat a little bit, like usual, because obviously all these things can be very tiring. And 3 things I will say before I get on to explaining and showing my thumbnail design channel is that 1, I'll be showing the videos that I've made, right? So I can have the credibility. Number 2 is the platform itself. I'll show you around for those who don't know what the platform is about. And last but not least, I will be giving updates. Like I said in the video before, every video I am going to end off with something new I have learned and something that I could use on myself and something that you could also use for yourself. Well, such as this book over here, 48 Laws of Power. I know for some people they don't know what that book is about, but if you don't know, basically it's about how to psychologically overcome certain people, how to showcase yourself in public, and many more. It's a really cool book. Give it a try. It's called 48 Laws of Power. Give it a try. Trust me, bro. You'll love it. You will love that book. Trust me. Alright, so like I said earlier what I was going to show you, I'm going to show you right now. As you can see here, this is my thumbnail designing platform that I've made. My banner, my profile image, as you can see right there, thumbnail designer. So what do we got here? We got 6 videos that I've made in the past so far that I've made unlisted, meaning no one else can see it but other than the people who have links, which is why it's got no views. But as you can see, if I click on this video, as you can see here, I'm over here talking and I show the proof of what I do. As you can see here, see that? And that's one of them, that's the second one, and that's the third one, as you can see here. And don't mind if the quality is kind of bad because I am recording from a different device, and also because I'm skipping through the video. But basically, you get the point of what I'm doing, right? So those being the 2 things I got out of the way, that's basically my channel for my thumbnail designing. And also, I'm going to make much more. I will try to, right? Because obviously it's not just 6 videos that you need, but also credibility for more and more and more. If you keep making more, eventually people will be like, oh, he's serious. Anyways, which leads me to the very last thing I had to mention earlier. Basically, this book over here, I was reading it, and if I'm not wrong, I was reading chapter 9. Win through your actions, never through your argument. So think of it like this. Person A and person B. Person A never takes action, but he's always talking big. Person B doesn't really talk as much, doesn't really mention much about his goals and dreams and what he wants to lots of people. Rarely has he ever talked about it. But he takes the action. So what is the difference between these two? Basically, think of it like this. One day you wake up, it's 7 a.m., they both wake up. Person A, he's all motivated, he's all hyped, and so is person B. It's not like motivation is a bad thing, but it's not forever. They both work hard, they both do the thing, because motivation can actually make you work hard. Let's just say the first day was very productive for both of them. We move on to day number 2. Person A, who was talking all that big talk, showed action on the first day, but all of a sudden he realized that, oh, I was expecting all of this progress to happen very quickly, right? In the snap of a finger. I didn't see anything happen, barely any. I made a video, I made this, I made that. Nothing really happened, right? So he gets a little bit burnt out, but he's still semi-productive. He's a little bit productive. This time, let's say he cut the productivity by 50%. He's only half as productive as he was yesterday. Person B, on the other hand, he may have not seen progress. He may not see as much. Obviously, his mind is no different than person A, right? Because every mind is the same thing. Where you work hard for something and you don't see it right away, it's natural. We just get a little bit disheartened. The difference between person A and person B is that he still works hard. He still shows action through his physical action, not just through his words, what he says. And by the way, person B, like I said, barely talks about it, right? He's silent. All right, so let's fast forward a month later, which is usually, it takes one whole month to see proper progress, at least see something come to life. Like a seed in a ground, 1 month later, you at least see the sprout grow a little bit off the ground. So 1 month later, person A is doomed. He is gone, he's dusted, he's burnt. Like I said, from day 2, he was already unmotivated, 50% effort than the day before. All right, so he's back to doom scrolling, he's back to doing his things, doing the self-days or whatnot, just giving in and not really working towards what he wants, but he still talks big. He still talks so big as if he's done something huge, right? And he scrolls and he sees other people on the internet winning and makes him worse. And then eventually he gets motivated again for no reason, which, well, once again, nothing wrong with it. But then the cycle repeats. He's motivated, one day he's not. Off and on. Not a good combination if you ask me, but person B on the other hand. Because for 1 whole month that has passed by, he's been working hard 12 hours a day, every single day. He's on schedule, on time and on target, right? Even though he's really burnt out and he doesn't feel like doing it, you can feel a little wretched feeling in your heart that I don't want to do it, right? It's too much. But he's still going, right? He's still pushing. So, which makes person B much more successful when in the book it said, win through your actions, never through your argument. Very realistic. Very accurate for what I am saying right now, right? You do not want to argue with a person who cannot understand your mindset, who can't even fathom the type of frame of cognitive aspect that you have towards your life, all right? Which leads me to the very last thing I will mention before I end off this video is people will come and go. People will tell you that you're unrealistic. People will tell you that they support you. Yeah, cool. But deep down inside, they're not fully trusting that you can actually make it, because deep down inside, they're like, I'm not sure, but they're just being nice to you. Very few people genuinely will actually care. I'd say most probably your parents. That's it. No one else will genuinely support your huge goals that you have. I also have huge goals. As you probably see in my bio, it says 0 to 9 figures. That is a lot of money. I don't think you have any idea just how much that is. That is at least 100 million. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon, obviously. You gotta be realistic about that. But the one thing that I will not be realistic and that you shouldn't be realistic about is the type of dream that you have. Because if you are constantly reminded of that dream that you want and that mindset, that goal that you really want, and I'm not just saying, oh, I want it, I want this. No. When I say I had trouble sleeping, there were times where I would wake up early simply because I couldn't stop thinking about it. And it's been like this for almost a year now. It has come to a point to where I've become so uncomfortable. I've been taking action recently to try my best to make content, reach out to people, this and that. And I'm working at a job too, so it's not like I've got all the time in the world like I used to, all that free will, right? Well, not free will, that free time that I had in my hand. It's now cut in half. So yeah, give me the next 6 months, and by the will of God, willingly, 6 months from now, it is currently August 26th. Oh yeah, let's see. 6 months from now. 6 months from now is what date? It will be Friday, February 26th, 2027. I'm telling you, make this video as a landmark up until then. By the will of God, I will have such huge improvements in myself. I'm not going to say specifically how much of followers, how much money, because that I cannot guarantee. No one can guarantee, honestly speaking. But what I can guarantee is how productive and how hardworking I can be for 6 months, and how my life can take a drastic 360-degree turn upward. Alright? So make sure to like, subscribe, follow me to the channel if you're new. And without further ado, this was day 7 of my business journey, and I will see you in day 8 of my business journey. Take care.